YouTube, what's going on? What's going on? So, in today's videos, I'd like to talk to you guys on why I bought NVIDIA put today. Um, One of the first reason is this right here. So, do you see this box right here? Well, it was a 1 day fair value gap, right? So I end up buying puts. I end up buying puts literally right at the top, right here. I bought puts. No, it was this one right here. I bought puts right here, right? It is. It's kind of right here. I bought puts. No, actually it was on this one. I bought puts on this one. It went up. Then this kind of opened up, and then re-dropped, right? So I bought put on it again because of this fair gap. There's white lines you see was a 1 day fair value gap, right? Um, and as you can clearly see the drop right here. So that's why I bought the 1 day put. Um, I still am in the put, but it's just the puts weren't meant to really. I'm still in it, but only because I do believe that we're gonna still come back down, down to somewhere down to here before continuing up. We are currently, I believe, at a double top. Let me see, where did I draw it at? Let's see, yeah. So we're currently at a double top right now that people are now going to believe that we're going to do a break and retest type situation, which I personally don't believe it. Can it happen? Of course. I'm not psychic. I can't be like, well, stock has to do this, especially NVIDIA. Like, you never really want to go against NVIDIA, right? Um, but overall, I entered this one very light. This play very light. I only put like $50 on it. So if I'm right, I'm right. I'm wrong, probably lose $25 or something like that. That's all I'm willing to risk. Plus, I already had a win on Microsoft today, which in my last video, I discussed why I bought, in my last video, in the why I bought Microsoft call option, and it was because of this fair value gap right here. You see, it was the only one I saw um, right here, and I also discussed that we are most likely gonna, when we open, chop around or something like that. They're not gonna just do this. I was expecting this move that they did in pre-market, which is you enter in and it just goes up, which is exactly what it did. Then it came back down, and then we opened. We opened somewhere right here, 9:30. So we opened here, wick down, and then we took off. But I wasn't personally worried because I knew this was a fair value gap to the upside. So I end up having a win on that one right there. Um, Now back to NVIDIA. Now NVIDIA, it looks like we're gonna have another breakout, right? But me personally, I'm not a psychic, so as I said before, I don't say, hey, I'm 100% right on this. But currently, what it's currently doing and is doing is it's definitely creating a lot of support base. There's a lot of support base on NVIDIA. There's one right here. There's another one right here. There's another one right here. And there's another one down here. There's so many support base on NVIDIA, and and honestly, there's no. The only selling I see currently is this right here, at 135. So at 135, Tesla, it's a Tesla. Nvidia could definitely make it up to there, and then have its reversal. So if this reversal, meaning like this was my prediction, was to come down, up, and then continue down or something. But if this reversal doesn't happen, like if it keeps going higher, I will definitely enter into another put on this time frame. Then if this one doesn't work, then I'll enter in above here, right here that you see, this fair value gap right here. If we just want to have a major push up to there, Let me draw it out again. Right here, I'll enter into a put right here if we're just gonna blast up to right there. And why is that? Because that's another fair value gap that needs to be closed. And on top of that too, on top of all of that, right, let me show you guys something else. Now, I don't use the RSI in a way like, hey, the RSI is overbought or oversold, so that means NVIDIA gonna come down and all that stuff, right? That's not how I use the RSI now. But I do use the RSI in a way where it's like, if the RSI is overbought and we just hit resistance, the odds of the stock coming down is greater than it not coming down. For example, let's say we have another push up to here. Then we're most likely definitely coming down because the RSI on a higher time frame is getting hotter and hotter and hotter. So it's definitely getting overbought. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So if NVIDIA keeps pumping up, if you have a gap up tomorrow or something like that, I will definitely re-enter into to some puts again to ride it back down. But that's my thought of NVIDIA and Microsoft. Let me see if I can quickly see any trades set up right now. I don't like to trade ES. This information is delayed because I don't pay for TradingView, because I don't need to pay for it anymore because I only use one indicator. Alright, so see, this was another one of my trades. These are paper trades that I took on this right here. Let's see. So it looks like we're going for another double top, a triple top, or quadruple top. So SPY could take a really bad dump right now because let me see what's going on right now. It came down to here. Let's say we come back up here. Double bottom, double top. We have a triple top. So at this particular moment, I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen with SPY, only because it's been rejecting from this area a lot. The fair value gap is still active. My thought is still down. Like, I still believe we're going to go down to here. That's what I see, but I'm just not like 100. Like, I'm used to, like, when I entered into my Microsoft contract, I was like 85% sure that it was going to go my way. When I entered into my NVIDIA puts right here, I was about 85% sure that it's gonna fail right here because it was a one-day gap. So this right now, I'm no longer sure on what the stock market wants to do. But if we keep going higher on SPY, I would definitely buy puts right here. I'll buy puts at right there. Where was it? There was a fair value gap right here that also tapped out, but I was confident in buying a put right here. I didn't, because I was bought NVIDIA puts instead, but I was confident that we were going to have a drop right here, and we did. But SPY is acting very suspicious, I should say, because on one hand it wants to go up, but on the other hand it looks bearish. So it's like, it's uncertain. I'm uncertain about this 100%. I mean, look at all these bottom wicks and top wicks. I will not be trading this until we hit right here. And let me check one last thing before I end the video. Is SPY. Alright, so the SPY RSI in the 4-hour looks good, personally. So right now, I'm leaning like 51% bullish and 49 bearish, because the RSI is good enough to keep pushing higher. So I wouldn't try to short it, honestly speaking, and just let the chart play out and just wait for a nice setup. So yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next one later.